Welcome to 1 Minute Crypto. I'm your host Chronos, and today I want to bring your attention to some really interesting Bitcoin security analysis that came out of Princeton University a while back. The focus is what happens when the Bitcoin block reward for miners becomes so small that it no longer matters. As you probably know, the reward is dropping in half about every 4 years, so eventually it will get so small that the network is essentially supported just by transaction fees. But then security might get weird. Stick around and I'll show you why. But first, I want to thank our sponsor, America's Card Room, the most trusted US online poker site. Use the bonus code Chronos and you'll double your first deposit up to $1,000 and get up to $50 in free cash. Deposit with your favorite cryptos at America's Card Room. So this paper was put together by 4 researchers from Princeton, and it's called On the Instability of Bitcoin Without the Block Reward. Here's the basic idea. Imagine that the block reward has shrunk away and the miners are competing for transaction fees. A miner just found a block and put all the transactions so far into it, claiming 100 units of fees for himself. Over time, 5 more units of fees have piled up for the next miner. Now, here's the key moment. Another miner finds a block. This new miner has a choice: collect these meager 5 units of fees or try to orphan the parent block and steal some of its fees. What? Yes, you heard that right. They can publish a conflicting sibling block where they claim, say, 55 of the units for themselves, leaving 50 on the table for the rest of the miners. On today's network, this kind of attack wouldn't work because the miners follow a first-seen policy toward block conflicts, so they would just ignore the second block. But in this weird future, that strategy would leave money on the table because the alternative block is offering a bigger piece of the pie to the next miner. It's really only when the block reward shrinks away that this attack starts getting interesting, because that leaves the attacker with nothing to lose if there aren't a lot of fees sitting around to collect. They might as well try to slice up the reward from the last block. And if the other miners are paying attention, they can make a profit too by going along with the attack. The end result could be that miners can't afford to be greedy and take all the transactions into their blocks. By leaving some transactions in the memory pool, they give the next miner an incentive to just collect those and play along. The full paper really gets in depth about some of the consequences of this new environment. If you're interested, I definitely recommend that you check it out. I've put a link in the video description. Let me know what you think in the comments below the video. I'm Chronos. Thanks for watching.